Morning. Well, the day has changed, the weather has changed, I've changed. We're heading down from Liskeard this morning, where I stayed overnight, to basically Lizard Point and Land's End, and then we're going to double back up to Newquay. First port of call is St Austell, and then we're going to work our way down to Truro, and then I think it's to the Lizard. There may be some other bits along the way, we'll see. If it starts raining, I might have to. I have got my wet trousers on, but I might need to put my jacket on. See you in a bit. Okay, so we just had a bit of a downpour. I didn't have my wets on. I have got my waterproof trousers on, but it was only a very short downpour, and to be honest, I think it's probably going to be doing that all day. And if it's going to be like that, I might actually just dry out and not use my wets. So as I said, we're heading to St Austell. Going to be about 20 minutes, and then we'll have a little ride around there, see what that's like. Bodmin Moor to our right. East of Bodmin. I think it was just a big cat, wasn't it? Puma. So this road 40 miles an hour. If I only did 40 miles an hour all the time, my 170 miles would be done in about 4 hours. Unfortunately, I spend a lot of my time going 10 miles an hour. It just adds to my journey. Oh, I forgot it's Sunday today, so the roads could be a lot clearer, but they could also be full of tourists. The kids are still on half term, so these little coastal towns and harbours, villages should be really good to look at. Oh my god, here we go. Through the farm lanes, the crap on the road, great. Whose great idea was this, Google? Watch the shit. Shit on my tyres, great. God, could this get any worse? So a newly laid road on a hill, about a 1 in 4. Can't think of anything else. I think it's all back brake. Lovely country, Cornwall country. St Austell 4 miles. Let's just go the way it says. Why is it this Google Maps does not like just getting on with shit? Doesn't like it. It just, I wouldn't recommend it at all. Don't preview, just no. It's not what I want to do. I want to go. Oh, I see. Oh, fair enough. Maybe it's user error. It's the fastest bloody route. Maybe one with less times I have to keep stopping for. Sat enough. Is that a airship hangar? Is if in doubt, check, because I clearly was going to Fowey instead of St Austell. I said I was going to St Austell, but obviously Google had other ideas. I think it was using a slightly older itinerary map. I vowed to have less mistakes while riding on the third day. I do quite like touring. I think I'm riding too many miles and I've packed too much stuff. But other than that, it's great. I could possibly have an open face helmet because I'm not really sort of going too fast, or I'm not riding recklessly, I'm just touring, so it's not crazy, but it'd be nice to see a little bit more of the world other than through this letterbox. In fact, you get a better view. This GoPro is quite a wide angle. One thing I've noticed is it's totally dry here. It doesn't look like it's been raining at all. Keep seeing a lot of red and white camper vans, just like the one I used to own. Maybe that's just a psychological thing. I see many camper vans, but I only notice the ones that look very similar to the one I used to own. This is a village called Grampound, or Grampound. It's nice, isn't it? A little clock tower. So we're just on our way down to St Mawes, or St Mawes, M-A-W-E-S, and it's looking, the weather's looking a bit bad down there. We're only about 10 minutes away. Hopefully it won't rain. But good roads though. I mean, albeit the car with the cars, but they're well looked after. I thought there'd be lanes. So we're about 8 minutes away from St Mawes, and we started to descend off the main road down into the villages. Wow, that's good. Pretty. We're so goddamn pretty. Just the castle. Wow. So we've just been to St Mawes, and now we're going to go to Lizard Point, which is one of the southern tips of Cornwall and England and the UK mainland. And to get there, we're going to go on a short little ferry. So we've just got to get to the ferry, so I don't kill myself doing it. A little chicane, didn't see that. It looks very dry here, so I think it's clearing up. Yeah, it's looking dry here, so I'm glad that it's not so wet anymore. 2 miles. Row of cars coming, they've just got off the ferry. I may be wrong, but we're quite out in the middle of nowhere here, and it's unlikely to be anything else. Going down a little bit to the sea. this is the King Harry Ferry. It's a floating bridge. It looks like it just uses chains to pull itself across. It's quite clever. £2 for bikes. £6 for cars. Looks like it holds about 25 cars or vans. This is a much quicker route than going all the way round the river, because the bridge is like another 30 miles up the road. It'll be 30 miles there, 30 miles back. Oh, where's the key? Fairly easy enough.
Alright.
£2 is it?
Yeah. New GoPro any good?
Sorry?
New GoPro any good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's working so far.
Yeah, I got the Olympus one, which just says the next best thing because I couldn't afford the GoPro.
Oh right.
Yeah.
The battery's a bit poor on it, but other than that, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It said that I've got to change the battery. So we are moving slightly sideways. This will save me about an hour, I think. I'd have actually gone all the way around that headland and all the way back down again. Still 50 minutes to go though. Cars want to get on that ferry. God, it's a bigger queue than the other side. I think I was just very lucky. Pretty castle, Trelisic Castle, Trelisic Gardens. I think that's National Trust. Well, it's a lot prettier over here. I think the weather's over the other side and it's pretty poor. Maybe it's just the afternoon, it was meant to be nicer. Wow, look at that! Take these wets off. Maybe when I get to the lizard. So we're on the A39 to Falmouth. which takes us on to Lizard Point. I think this is going to be about 40 minutes, so I'll check back in then. So we're about 3 miles from the Lizard, the one of the southern points of the UK, mainland that is. And we're going up down little valleys and peaks at the moment. Okay, so this is the Lizard in Cornwall. There you go. This is the Lizard Point. I think the only further south point in the country is Land's End. Well, I'm back on the road back to Helston. That was the Lizard Point I've just been to. It's very nice. Took some photos. Maybe I'll see if I can put some up. My next point is, I'm thinking possibly not bothering with Land's End. It's just a rock. It's a bit of a theme park as well. There's more there now than there ever used to be. It used to just be a car park and a place to shoot and take some pictures, but now it's built for so many tourists that it's almost like you can't take a nice picture without somebody being in it. So I'll think about it, and I might just cut across to the west coast, because at the moment this is kind of south coast. I may cut across and get over to St Agnes, which is a heritage coast, before moving up to St Ives and Padstow and places like that. I'd much rather go to some fishing villages before I end my tour. Hello, hello. Right, so a little update. I've filled up my fuel. Nice big full tank of petrol. I'm not going to go to Land's End. I'm going to go to Penzance and then cut across over to St Ives, and because it is 4:30, so even if I got to Land's End I wouldn't be able to sort of see St Ives and everywhere else. Nice road riding down here, lots of twisties. The A394 to Penzance. It's passing the turning for Port Leven. Bit of parking. Easy stay overnight there. So on the way to Penzance, I decided to pull over and go to St Michael's Mount. Which is just here in front of me. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? It's an island that's locked by the tide. £2. That's St Michael's Mount. Over there. It's getting a bit windy. Put my jacket on again. Let's see. It's a bit of a scenic route for St Ives. Okay, so we are heading towards Penzance to do the scenic route to St Ives, and for this traffic is a bit crap, so let's skip to Penzance. This Google Maps is great for planning, working out routes and things. It's okay for working out routes, it doesn't always give you the best route, but it's got to go with the maps, obviously. But as a GPS, it's just wants you to constantly keep tapping it all the time. If you haven't got touch sensitive gloves, you are stuck. Constantly have to keep stopping just to take off my glove, click a button. And sometimes you do it on the move, but it's so dangerous. Really only do it on a straight road or open road, and it's not worth it just to stop. There's nobody on this road anyway. I've got my heated grips on, keeps my hands toasty. My gloves are so thin, summer gloves, that this wind, this Cornwall wind, is cutting the heat out of my hands. So the gloves, the heat grips are on in June. So toasty. Seas, strange name. Ooh, there's a picture. Gonna have a look. So we've made it down into St Ives. Seems a bit of a dead end here, but we'll go down and see how far we can get. Some people just think they can walk around the roads. It's pretty, isn't it? If you like art, you'll love St Ives. It's full of art galleries and potteries and places to buy canvases and sculptures. So what would I say? What would I say about St Ives? I reckon anybody who goes to Ilfracombe, St Ives is a better Ilfracombe. It's got a better harbour, it's got better streets, it's certainly got better roads. Quite expensive though. So, having said all that, Ilfracombe it is. Go check out Ilfracombe. Right, we're going to whiz up the A39 to Newquay, because that's where we finished. It's 6:30 on day 3 and I'm tired and I want an early night. I woke up in the middle of the night with my phone in my hand. I must have just got into bed and fell asleep. I was so shattered yesterday. Right, riding through Dartmoor about 8:30 at night, and I hadn't eaten. didn't eat until about 10 o'clock. It's ridiculous. And then you still have to be out in the morning. It's been a much better day though. Although it did rain today, it was nothing. They made out it was going to be a real problem, or I made out it was going to be a real problem. And it showered for like, I don't know, maybe it was overcast for about 2 hours. I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I did St Ives over Land's End. Certainly get some looks with this. People like the bike, or either that they like the sound of it. They probably don't like the rider. Revving all the time. I love the revving. Got to stop doing that. You're a knob. A lot of the time I do it just to warn people that I'm coming. But it does sound nice in narrow streets, so I do it more often there. Boys like it. Little boys love it. The amount of waves I got today from little kids. I didn't even know them. They were just waving. I waved back. I'm not sure if I ever was fascinated with motorbikes growing up. It's not the A39 we're going up. It's the A30. If I can get round the corner. To Redruth. Or Redruth. This is a place called St Agnes. It's a little bit up from St Ives and a little bit south of Newquay. It's crazy how you just assume that these outposts are empty, but there's lots of people here walking. It is Sunday, so you do expect it to be a little bit closed. I knew it'd happen. Yeah, I might have to get the bags off. So, I dropped the bike. It's a nice place though, to drop it. So, damage report. Snap my brake lever, and to be honest, other than that, a little bit of damage there. Indicators are okay. The cylinder head's a little bit bashed, and it looks like the smell is just a little scuffed. But all in all, that's not bad, considering I just dropped it on one of the steepest hairpins. Look at that hairpin. Look at that hairpin. Oh my god. Why did I think I could do that? It's pretty though. It's worth coming down to, even though I did drop the bike. Well, I'm okay. I feel a bit stupid. But they're all learns, aren't they? It was a great little valley to go through, and I just didn't give it enough acceleration in first, and it just cut out on me, and I was unable to keep it up right, and it just tipped over, which wasn't that bad, to be honest. It could have been a lot. I mean, my first crash on it wasn't going 100 miles an hour, and it never will. It's never really my kind of riding. I am back to the hotel now. I think I've had a day's adventure. Though that was GoPro, fuck's sake. Though that was Newquay behind me, I actually needed to go this way. It'll all be fine in the edit, don't worry. Oh, hang on, I'm editing it. Start panicking. I think we're here. Well, what a day. It's been fun, and it's only day 3. Going up to Devon tomorrow, and then across, well, kind of back on myself because I've got to go home on day 5. Have fun. See ya.